Hello and welcome to ET Now. Today I am joined by a very special guest, R. Doraiswamy, CEO and MD of LIC, to discuss the quarterly performance by LIC. Thank you so much, sir, for joining ET Now. Stellar set of numbers in Q1, sir. So help us understand. We have seen that value of new business, VNB margin is much above the expectation what Street was expecting. So what really worked in Q1, and do you agree that AP growth or new business premium growth is not as per the expectation?
Thank you, Anurag. Actually, our performance in Q1 has been good, and a good improvement in VNB and VNB margin thanks to the product mix change that we have been taking for quite some time. The increase in the performance of particularly the lines of business like savings and protection in non-par segment has been a contributor for this growth in VNB margin, and it has been good. As you said, we could have done slightly, we expected some more improvement in APE, but since the focus on the APE growth has been there since last year, we also had a small impact of the base effect in terms of APE.
Okay. Sir, VNB margin is up by 7.5% as compared to last year. So how much the non-par products contributed in this VNB margin?
Substantial contribution is from non-par products only. See, what we have been seeing, the margins in both non-par and par has been improving, and simultaneously the VNB margins from group has also improved. See, we saw an overall improvement in all the three sections of the business that we do, individual non-par, individual par, as well as group. All the three have contributed. Particularly the growth that we witnessed in terms of non-par savings and non-par protection has contributed for this improvement.
And so it's not only protection only, other products also contributed in the non-par growth.
Yes, non-par savings have contributed, and par has also improved its margins now.
Okay. And so now the non-par share of the individual APE is more than 30%, it's around 32.5%. So going ahead, what product mix you are targeting? It would be 35-65 or 40-60, because from pre-IPO it has completely changed.
Yes, you will be aware that we were at 8% non-par share when we went to the IPO.
It was 90-10.
Yeah. And subsequently we have been showing good improvement by way of a directional change in product mix. We could achieve what we have reached 32%, 68% now. We expect the share of non-par to be around this area. We are planning something around 1/3, 2/3 is what we have been working towards, and so towards that this numbers is good. We can consolidate. It can be a 35-65 or a 30-70. In that range is fine with us.
Okay. And sir, are you revising your VNB margin target also going ahead for whole fiscal?
See, VNB margin has multiple components. The focus that we have been doing is on improving the product mix. That is one contribution which has helped in this, and also on the rationalization of expenses and the stabilization of the expense ratio. So improvement in expense ratio has also contributed. The third factor that contributes is the risk-free rates, which is market driven. So we don't have a control on that. Given current circumstances, yes, we are working towards some more improvement in the form of efficiency improvement and the product improvement. Both are contributing. And as we also did in October 24, when the new master circular came, we also realigned our products to meet the requirement of the new master circular. And one step that was taken was to increase the minimum ticket size. So that is also contributing. The policies with lower ticket size tend to have lesser margins, while the higher ticket sizes contribute because of the per policy expense getting lower when the ticket sizes improve.
Okay. And sir, now you have added new shareholders also after the OFS. So for many merchant bankers, the OFS date and timing was a surprise. So was it a surprise for LIC also? And now how things will change going ahead? Is there some assurance from government that in next 1 year, next 1.5 years, there will be one more OFS or no OFS?
It was not a surprise. I won't call it as a surprise.
No, date and timing,
the
sir.
Government and LIC, we have been working towards this, and it was expected that when we went to the market part of the IPO, the dispensation given to us is that in 5 years from the date of IPO, the public shareholding should have come up to 10%. So initially the IPO came up only with 3.5%, and 6.5% was what was required. We could have, government could have done it in small tranche or to go the full length. So the market response has been quite encouraging, and so the government took a decision to go with the 2.5% offer with a 4% green shoe option. And since the first day itself, the response has been very good. They have decided to use the green shoe option also. These dates were more or less on the cards. It was not a big surprise. And now that we have achieved this 10% public shareholding norms ahead of the schedule of May 27, the government has got another more than 5 years till 2032 to reach 25% public shareholding. So that means only 15% more to be offloaded, and I don't think government will be thinking of another offer in the next immediate 18 months to 24 months. This is what we are, what the market was also expecting, so that there is no supply overhang which affects the price of the shares. We do not expect any immediate offer coming from the government side, but of course government has a right to have try and bring it anytime that they would like to have it.
So now whole industry, insurance industry is waiting for distribution reform, the distribution reform discussion paper which regulator is likely to publish very soon in next few days. So how LIC is prepared for the new distribution reform, and IRDA governor, IRDI chairman has hinted that it will be effort based commission structure, and in the effort based commission structure also, in that hierarchy, agency channel will be at top. And sir, for your organization, 90% of business, more than 90% of business is through agency channel only. So how is LIC prepared, and do you think that distribution reform can be beneficial also for LIC?
No, we are now waiting for the discussion paper and the final regulations to be rolled out, because we do not want to have any preconceived notion on that. The regulator had extensive discussions with all the stakeholders. We have given our viewpoints also. And as you are aware, LIC is not at the higher end of the distribution cost which is being discussed by the regulator and the market today. Our ratio of commission to premium income is the lowest. And we have been strictly following the regulations which were earlier in place, as well as the board approved commission policy. So we do not fall on the wrong side of any regulations. That is the most important thing that we are looking at. So given this background, the changes that are expected to be brought in the distribution sector is mostly aimed at improving the accessibility, improving the distribution efficiency, and also making it acceptable premium to the end customers. So we do not expect a major impact of this regulation, any change that is going to come for LIC as such. And even in case there needs to be some modifications to be made, we will take all out efforts to see that we adapt very quickly and follow the regulations. As you said, it can be beneficial also, but we are not looking at as any
so for 15 lakh LIC agents, there is nothing to worry, because among agents there is some sort of anxiety is there what will happen after the distribution reforms.
As the regulator, as you told, has indicated that it may be effort based or keeping the interest of the individual agents also. I think, as you said, there need not be much to worry about for when it comes to the individual agents, and that is where LIC is very strong. Of course, we will also be following whatever changes that need to be brought in terms of other channels, banks as well as alternate channel also will be taking necessary steps to see that we are well within the regulatory requirements, at the same time try to enhance value for all the stakeholders.
So you said you will be focusing on banks and alternative channel, and now your contribution of your business through banks and alternative channels has increased to 8.2%, which was 3% pre-IPO. Sir, so in this IDBI Bank has contributed mainly, and how things will change after the divestment of IDBI Bank, and are you planning to tie up with other banks also?
No, we have been looking at IDBI as a premium partner in terms of distribution. We are currently a major stakeholder in IDBI Bank, and we have an excellent working relationship with IDBI Bank, irrespective of the fact that we are a major shareholder. The alignment with IDBI Bank has been excellent, and I do not expect a major change in the immediate aftermath of the divestment as and when it happens. We are very comfortable, and both the bank is comfortable with LIC and LIC has been comfortable with the bank, and I think this relationship will continue, and IDBI Bank will continue to contribute its best to LIC's premium growth as well. Having said that, we have other banks which have also been doing very well. The major banks, you are aware of the major partnerships that we have with IDBI, with Axis, with IDFC First, with AU Small Finance, with even regional banks and the scheduled commercial banks which are strong in different regions like City Union Bank or South Indian Bank or any other, and we have a good tie-up with a good number of public sector banks as well. So I expect this contribution from bancassurance to improve in the days to come. One. Two, we are also looking continuously at enhancing the partnership bandwidth. See, if you would have noted that we added banks like S Bank and RBL Bank, as well as the alternate channels like Geo Financial Services or PhonePe or Turtlemint and others. So we have been continuously working on expanding the partnership bandwidth, and I'm sure it will be a good improvement of business through all these channels.
The 8.2% will be up on the upward trend only. It is
on an upward trend. It will go up certainly. In the current year itself, you will see a ratio better than 8.2. We are looking at touching the double-digit figure as quickly as possible and still take it further.
Okay. Sir, now I'll come to that. Now LIC is about to complete 70 years of establishment, and of that 70 years, you have also witnessed 40 years in LIC, which is 60% of overall journey. You have also witnessed. So, what are the 3-4 big changes you have seen in your 40 years and overall 70 years?
Look, the corporation has come a long way. See, when it was formed by an act of the Parliament, amalgamating 245 existing private life insurance companies. The government at that time thought that serving the country will be better through a public sector organization. So the businesses of the existing private companies were taken over and LIC was formed. Initially, the focus was to reach the customers, and for the initial few years we went about doing the expansion of life insurance business in India. And in 1980s, there was a big change in the form of decentralization of functioning, by which the decision was to go nearer the customer. So LIC expanded in a big way in opening offices, and we could move from less than 1,000 branches to 2,048 branches, 1,600 satellites, and now we have 113 divisions, 8 zones. So the expansion was the initial phase. Subsequently, we are also a pioneer in introduction of technology in the form of mainframe computers being used by the organization, and I have been seeing the adoption of technology at a very high level, and we could do a lot on that as well. So now the next stage is to serve the customer the way the market evolves. So we have been changing, we have embarked upon a transformation project both on the technology side as well as on the distribution side. So we have launched an agency transformation project as well as a digital transformation project of the corporation. And now we are in a consolidation phase where we need to reach the customer on all possible ways that is possible. Towards that, we use this adoption of technology, and digital services is going to be the next phase of growth for the corporation. We have, as part of this DIVE project, we have already launched a mobile, very well improved mobile application for the customers, and also a good mobile application for the distribution channel. So today we are empowering the agents to go completely digital, and from customer onboarding to claim settlement, and the mobile application for the customer has the provision for all the servicing requirements that can arise during the course of the policy term. So going from smaller size to bigger size, reaching out to the customers, providing customers the benefit of insurance protection, and ensuring that every insurable person in the country gets insured by 2047 is going to be the next phase of our activity. And towards that, the digital transformation and the branch office transformations, the customer engagement platforms, all these things are going to be the immediate focus of LIC.
Okay. Sir, you joined LIC in 1986. We are in 2026. So 40 years journey for you also in that 70 years. So for you, three most transformable moments you have witnessed in last 40 years with LIC.
No, first is complete decentralization, what LIC introduced as organizational improvement cell way back in the early 80s, which resulted in our taking every servicing requirement of the customer to the doorstep of the customer. That was the first transformation that we saw. Then we saw about the employee engagement program, where we started taking along with the employees along with the growth of the corporation and ensuring that the employees' welfare as well as the welfare of the agency channel. That was the most important thing that we did. For us, agents are not just agents; they are the partners in our progress. And together, the agency strength rose from a modest beginning to whatever we are today, 14.5 lakh agents. And they have ensured that the customers are given the best of products, and most importantly, to keep the connected with the customers through the agents was something which we have been witnessing. And today, with technology adding to both the physical infrastructure and the agency network that we have, today we are able to reach out to the customers in a much bigger way. So this focus on persistency and customer welfare, and most importantly ensuring that every claim gets settled on due date without customer having the need to even contact the branch office, is something which we have been working. And towards that, the contribution of the employees and the agents, the distribution, the officers, the employees and the agents together has built up this organization. Now the role of us who have inherited an organization of LIC stature is to take it to the next higher level, make it grow from strength to strength, and see that it fulfills the mandate of ensuring insurance protection to all the insurable population of the country.
So in the 70th year till 31st March 2027, sir, any initiatives or any surprises for your policyholders, 25 crore policyholders, 15 lakh agents, and for shareholders also?
So nothing will be a surprise as such. In the sense, LIC has been continuously working towards the welfare of the customers, to ensure that the country gets the benefit of people's savings. These are the two main focus. Spread the message of life insurance to the length and breadth of the country, and use people's savings for people's welfare. These are the two major objectives on which the corporation has been founded. So that will only get strengthened as we cross one more landmark of 70th year. We would like to introduce products that appeal to the today's generation particularly, and as the market evolves, as the changing needs, the focus has been slightly changing from protection against an untimely death to protection against living longer. So today old age is also an important area. So we are becoming one of the strongest players in terms of provision of annuity and pensions. So these are all the areas which we have to look at. And similarly, we have a good young population who needs coverage as such. So that is how our focus on protection enhancement is also something which we are working on. Two things are before the country. One, improving the insurance penetration, for which we have to contribute to work a bit more hard, and then ensuring that the protection gap is addressed. See that people get the insurance cover that they need to have. These two are the main focus areas.
Thank you so much, sir. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much, Radha.